felt about your own start to this season, what you've been able to do?
Obviously, we won better numbers or whatever, but, I've been playing some good baseball, playing defense, offense, hitting the ball hard in every part of the field. But looks like the baseball gods are really mad at me right now. It's all right, I'll take it. We got 5 more months of baseball, and, I'm ready for it. I'm really prepared, and I have all the confidence in the world that it's going to turn around.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Marty Time TV and the Section 1904 podcast. I am Marty Caswell. That is Darren Smith. We're brought to you by the all-new Hamul Casino Resort, the Players Place. Darren, I'm just distracted by your hair. I'm distracted by your
my hair?
Yeah, I'm distracted by your hair. What's going on in the front? Did you style
What
it
is
up?
going on in the front? I don't know. What's the deal? What's the problem?
Looks good. No, it looks good. You just
said you're distracted by it, so it doesn't exactly sound like a compliment.
It looks great. You just weren't moving, and I want to make sure that you weren't frozen, but you look good. It's good.
I actually need to use this opportunity to reach out to the people at the all-new Hamul Casino Resort, because I keep hearing about the spa, and I need a spa day badly.
Me too.
I desperately need a spa day. I drove to Los Angeles. I drove home from Los Angeles. Even though it really wasn't terrible, I didn't hit any traffic on the way up. I didn't hit any traffic on the way back. It just is, a lot of time in a car, in a hotel, and in a press box. And I could really use some spa treatment. So I would like to just put that out there. If anybody from Hamul Casino Resort is listening, I am more than willing to give a full and detailed report on the spas and all the treatment that you have at the all-new Hamul Casino Resort.
That sounds amazing. Hopefully we'll see what happens. Maybe just maybe we could give a spot. Maybe today it's an off day for the Padres before they welcome in the Chicago White Sox and the baseball's leading home run hitter, Munetaka Murakami, who a bunch of teams passed up on, including the Padres. Maybe these are the price range, but maybe Tatis today went to Hamul Casino and got a nice spa day.
Maybe. I think I should. I could see these bags under my eyes just because I didn't get back. So I went to the CONCACAF Champions Cup match on Wednesday night and stayed around for an interview after the game. I had an interview set up with one of the LAFC players that you might hear this weekend on the SDFC pregame show, and got home about 1. I think I got home about 1, and then I had some energy and couldn't go to bed till about 2. Got up at about 6, raced off to SDFC training, came back. I literally just got done. Are we live? Is this live right now?
We're live. Yes, we're live.
Just got done recording something with Fox 5 locally. So that'll air over the weekend as well. Troy Hirsch invited me to join his show. So
very nice.
Be on the lookout for that. So yeah, I'm on fumes. I don't know how much longer I'm going to make it. It's 4:30. I want to go to bed.
Okay, well, we won't. Well, it's your normal bedtime is 7:00 anyways, Darren. So I won't keep you that long. What do you want to start?
Knicks tonight, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I can't watch them.
Wine, a glass of wine, a bottle of wine, and the Knicks. There you go.
I don't know.
And then book your spa treatment at Hamul.
I had a big night 2 nights ago.
Okay.
I'm still kind of roughed up on that one. So,
okay.
Yeah. Anyway, doing a little bit of scouting with LAFC, heading to town upcoming this weekend, and just wanted to check it out, see what they were all about. They have a 17-year-old player, Marty, on their roster from Chula Vista, California. His name is Jude Terry. So I had the opportunity to interview with him. Get this story real quick. So he grows up in Chula Vista. He gets recruited by LAFC when he's 12 years old to be in the LAFC Academy. His mother drives him to Los Angeles 5 days a week after school. 5 days a week from Chula Vista to Los Angeles so that he can go train with the youth academy at LAFC.
Wow.
I mean, it's insane. Now he's a first-team player, has been playing not regularly, but will probably play this weekend because I'm sure LAFC will rotate. Scored his first professional first division goal a couple of weeks back against Portland. So cool local story out of Chula Vista. So it was worth the wait. It was worth the wait. Then it was the long 2-hour drive back to Imperial Beach. So.
Well, I hope he makes it and he pays his mom back. You could not drive back and forth to LA every day now. I got gas today unwillingly, and I get gas the way like Shaq gets gas, like $20 at a time.
Yeah.
$6.09 per gallon. I'm dying. I put in like $20. I'll go back tomorrow and put $20 more in, because having to fill up my vehicle at one time and paying $100 and not having a full tank it destroys me. I can't
I know.
go anywhere anymore. I can't.
Marty, I do the same.
Terrible.
I'm like a Costco gas guy, and like I can't even. I don't put enough gas in the car to get to Costco. I just put enough gas in so I can get to the next gas station. And I'm doing the Shaq thing too. Or it's like, well, I'm only going to put $15 in, which is not even like 2 gallons.
He was right. Shaq was right.
It ain't easy out there. You know what, by the way, I saw a ton of when I was in LA. And then this was a new experience for me. I know sometimes people in San Diego, we all act like LA is some different foreign country. But I was shocked how many Waymos I saw. Have you ever seen a Waymo?
Like one time. It's kind of creepy looking.
They're everywhere. Yeah. Oh, man. I would say I was driving. We stayed in Santa Monica Tuesday night. And then stayed in Marina Del Rey on Tuesday night. And then drove to downtown Los Angeles. It was 9 miles, 50 minutes. 90. 9 miles, 50 minutes. Crazy. And, man, I must have seen like 10 of those Waymos out there on the road. Would you get in one of those?
No, never.
No, never.
Absolutely not.
Do they have those? They don't have them here, do they?
I have no. I don't know. They must. I've seen one, and it was in.
You've seen one in San Diego.
I've seen one in San Diego, so they must have one.
I've never seen one. But I've saw. I would say no joke. I probably saw half a dozen to a dozen in Los Angeles. Never saw one before.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know. Apropos of nothing.
Okay.
Padres are off today.
Well, the Chicago White Sox. Will Venable, former Padre, will be here tomorrow. Looking forward to him. First-time manager. A lot of former Padres are managers now. Mark Kotze will be here in a couple weeks with the Sacramento A's. All right, Darren. We have not mentioned the words yet. Let's not start with Tatis right now. The Padres are 19-11. 19-11 heading into May. Last week when we had Jared Diamond of the Wall Street Journal on Friar Territory, he said the Padres might be one of the best teams in baseball. Right. And this is, coming off some of their comeback wins. And this is with them not getting their guys to really get going. Jackson Merrill hasn't hit. Manny Machado hadn't hit up until that point. Then he's starting to heat up in Mexico City. Then he has a small injury. He's probably back playing third base tomorrow versus the White Sox. But Tatis, we thought if you go to Colorado, go to Mexico City, he's going to rake, take some pressure off, right? Just go ahead and get it in the air. And it still hasn't happened for him. And I'm going to go ahead and play a little clip here. I'm sure you saw it last night, Darren, of, Tatis in his locker, because he knows what's coming. And usually, at the end of a series, especially before an off day, you want to talk to the stars. We haven't spoken to Manny yet about whatever he's dealing with, but you go to the lockers. And Tatis is always available. And I think we're all running out of ways to ask him questions on, dude, what's going on with you? But here's Tatis from yesterday, quick minute and a half or so of the exchange.
Many games the Padres have ever won. Big bats still kind of haven't gotten going yet. How do you view kind of the juxtaposition of those two things? Like, do you view it as a good thing when you guys get going, what this team can do?
Yeah, we're a good team. It's not just about the big guys, to go all the way and to perform in this long marathon. You need a whole team to win ball games.
What do you think of kind of this series? 3 pretty closely contested games.
Good game of baseball, but whoever made the first mistake, was gonna get punished at the end of the game.
How close did you feel in that last swing to, kind of clicking it?
Been close for a while, but this is a sacrifice fly. Just see it that way.
Do you think what have you kind of made of the contact that you're making? The hard contact kind of made without the results?
That doesn't work. It doesn't work right now. It's not working right now.
Can it work? Can it work if you kind of, I don't know, maybe put it in the right place? Like
small tweaks, and hopefully some good luck, and then go from there.
What was it like seeing Nick have the swing that he did today?
Good, that's what he's capable of, and really happy getting some time out there and being able to perform.
Fernando, how frustrated are you right now? I know there's many times you feel like you're close and you're just not getting the results.
Just not happy. Going through it and just trying to figure it out.
Can you give us a sense of what the work looks like when you're in a phase like this that you're doing to try and kind of get this thing sorted out?
Doing everything, hitting early, hitting in batting practice after, and still doesn't turn around. So probably, I don't know, trying to figure it out.
I dropped it. That's all.
So there's Tatis. Tried everything. It's not working. Little tinker here or there. I mean, I'm not sure what else. I know he's been asked about his lack of power, the lack of home runs, every which way, but he doesn't have answers. The Padres can't figure out what's going on, but we are going to get another probably daily about hard hit balls, right? And exit velocity and the number. What's going on? What do you ask? What do you do? Get Senior in here?
I think the interesting thing that he says there is it's not working.
Yeah.
Because it makes me wonder if then whatever it is that they're currently doing, he wants to do it differently. Right. And again, this is a moment of frustration after a game the Padres lost. They lost the series. He had this moment in the 8th inning, bases loaded, nobody out. He hit a sac fly.
Yep.
And you can live with that. You can live with it, even though it did feel like, to me, as I'm watching this game, Marty, it did feel like I was like, this feels like it could be it. I'm still that guy.
You're waiting for that moment.
I still expect something good to happen, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
when he's standing there, even though there's so much evidence to the contrary in recent memory. And so I understand, that there's a level of frustration, but when he says it's not working, I think is the part that I focus on. Now, I will say Dennis Lin has a really good story at The Athletic today in which he has quotes from Steven Souza. Is that how you say his name? The head coach?
Souza. Mm-hmm.
Souza or Souza? I've heard it both
Souza.
ways. I do think he's like super close, said Padre hitting coach Steven Souza. I feel like I've been saying that for 3 weeks.
Yes.
I do feel like it's a matter of a couple of clicks and ironing some stuff out, and then it's going to get going. Raul Padron said, we're working on it. We'll continue to work. Being the number one, hitting the ball hard in all of MLB and not getting the results, it's kind of hard. Yes, we talked about it on Fire Territory. Nobody's hitting the ball harder.
Right.
He's first, second, third, somewhere in exit velocity. He's also, last I checked, 179th out of 181 qualified hitters in launch angle. So he's hitting it hard, but he's hitting it into the ground. And maybe that's what he's saying. Like this is such, and I don't have an answer to this question because I'm not a hitting coach.
Yep.
But can you tweak the launch angle and still hit the ball hard? And that to me is the question. Can you, or do you lose your ability to hit the ball hard, which he has done pretty consistently throughout his career, while you're trying to fix the launch angle? This is how hard hitting is. That it just is something that's so, it's a little mechanical thing, and not being able to pull the ball and not being able to get the ball in the air on a regular basis is why we're sitting here talking about a fifth of his season. Why is that right? Is that math right? 30 games out of 162. I don't know what that math is, but it's not an insignificant percentage of a season,
right?
Where
he's
has
never
four
gone more
extra
than
base hits.
never gone more than that's it. It's never. I know we're sticking on the 0 home runs, and I think after yesterday's game, when Andujar and Castellanos went yard, it was Tatis, Bryce Johnson, and who's the third player? Freddie Fermin, the only players that home run. So it's easy to focus on just the home run, but it's also the lack of extra base hits, which has been so puzzling. And to the point on the home run power, he has never started. I think he's never gone more than 5 games to start a season without hitting a home run. So who knows? I mean, what do you tell me to do? Like, if you're a Craig Stammen, I think Craig Stammen's back tomorrow. You say, listen, I know you're doing all the little things. You're staying late. You're working hard in the cage. You're probably on the phone with your dad every single day before and after a game. How about this? Stay away, show up, just get the first pitch is 6:40, get there at 6. I mean, maybe there's just too much going on in his head, too many voices in his head. I have no idea what you tell him at this point.
I mean, Dennis's stuff is really good. If people are subscribing to The Athletic, he has a rival scout, talks about letting the ball travel, and he's catching the top half of the ball, which would make a lot of sense when you think about the launch angle and all these newer terms. I mean, I think the one thing though that I get a little fatigued by is being told over and over and over again. And like, I understand the correlation between exit velocity and success in Major League Baseball. I do.
Right.
I really do not need a lecture on that. But I also would tell you, nobody, I don't know what you're going to get at the end of the year if you're like a top 5 exit velocity player and, you're just not having any other success, right? Like, people are over batting average, but, would you rather lead the league in like batting average or, exit velocity where you're not doing anything with it?
Probably,
What like, and like, I know that those things, like there is this correlation, like I said, and that's what makes it so confusing, but it's not as confusing when you think that he is, driving that ball straight down. And again, I'm just not smart enough to know if you can address one of those things without messing up the other thing, because, that's the essence of hitting there, is being in sync. So, is it, I mean, these guys are all saying the same thing. These hitting coaches, they're all sort of saying like, oh yeah, it's just, trust the fluidity of your swing. Take your shots, stay deep. He does it all well. Everything's great. Just real quick, doesn't feel like everything's great. And again, even in a moment of frustration where you take it with a pinch of salt, he's like, it's not working. In other words, like maybe I need a new plan. Or do you just say, just keep doing what you're doing? I'm not sure. I don't know what the answer is on that one, Marty. I will say,
well, he did say, I'm close. I've been close for a while though, and still not getting results.
But does he believe that? Or I will say, like, all this conversation about Fernando Tatis Jr. has it's certainly done Jackson Merrill a massive favor.
It has.
Because at least if you go to this Baseball Savant page, like a lot of us do all the time, you see a lot of red with Fernando there. And when you go to Jackson Merrill's page, you don't see any of it. Like none of it. He's not doing any of the things well. He's not hitting the ball. He's got a couple of home runs, 3 home runs, I think.
Right.
So, maybe it doesn't stand out as much, but I think on base he's lower, and OPS he's right there with Tatis, and there's no underlying number that suggests that he's close, right? Like at least with Tatis you can hold on to that, and maybe it'll happen. But with Jackson Merrill, Marty, there's none of that stuff outside of his defense and his base running. There's nothing happening for Jackson Merrill at the plate, which is encouraging. And again, even if it's just modern hocus pocus bullshit, you can hold up some of the Fernando stuff and you can be like, there is hope here,
right?
Because you can see this, and this type of page and these types of underlying numbers usually correlate to more success. And this is just kind of odd. But with Jackson, it's like, there's like, what's going on over there, And then this is like, I thought this was a sure bet after a week of the season. I was like, oh, Jackson Merrill, MVP season, incoming, loading.
I know.
And, it's just like, whoa, it's actually worse. It really is. It's actually worse objectively if you look at it. It's just that, I think we spent a lot of time and a lot of oxygen talking about Tatis.
Yes, and we'll move on to other things. I see your message, Casey. It says, I'm overhearing about Tatis. It's so exhausting and boring. I have skipped so many podcasts lately. It's all blah, 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 ATP. He's here. Just let him play. He's going to keep playing. And I think, again, it is remarkable. And something that Tatis said and Jackson Merrill said and Gavin Sheets said, that listen, we are a good baseball team. We're playing well, even despite the fact that we're not getting results from our 3 big guys. Manny Machado was starting to come on before whatever injury. He should be back tomorrow. All right. What do you think, Darren, about this team?
I think they're okay. I think that was a good April.
Yeah.
That was a good April.
Very good April.
I think you take a May just like that.
Yep. I would agree.
I mean, 36 and 22. Where do you sign up for that? Is that the math?
No, 38.
38 and 22. Where do you sign up for that?
22. Yep. Find out.
I'd sign up for 36 and 22.
And it sounds, and listen, I know yesterday as well on the Fire Territory with Dennis, we speculated, could this be Matt Waldron's final start? He's out of options, of course, and the Padres are getting guys back. And there's a report that Griffin Canning will make one more start for the Chihuahuas, Darren, and then he'll be up with the San Diego Padres, and then you go from there. Marquez goes Friday. I think Michael King Saturday, and Randy Vasquez will go Sunday. So it'll be interesting to see. Like if you're Marquez and you're Buehler, are you looking at every single start as have to deliver because Griffin Canning is breathing down my neck, and after that, Lucas Giolito is also breathing down my neck?
Well, I mean, that these guys are out there, right? And I mean, I think you're not competing with a guy who's pitching in the minors, but you're also just competing with what is major league acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the Padres have really done a good job of cornering the market on number 5 starters.
Yes, they have. How many they have?
They've got enough 5 starters that they could last. The only problem is you need like a 3 and a 4.
With the expectation that one of them is going to stick, like Buehler or Marquez, but then you ended up needing both because of Pavetta's injury.
Mhm.
So we'll see.
Yeah. I don't. I think you sort of take it start by start with those guys, and it does feel like every game for them is an audition.
Yeah.
It's an opportunity to prove that you should stick around for a little while, or let's see, maybe there's another opportunity for somebody to have a different role in this team. But they've allowed a lot of runs. I know we talked about this on Fire Territory. The amount of runs, even if you want to factor in the exchange rate for playing in Colorado and in Mexico City, it's a lot of runs over the last 5-6 games. So it's quite a bit. It is quite a bit. So I would say from that standpoint, Marty, they are probably not on a sustainable pace in terms of the amount of runs that they are allowing between starters and bullpen.
I would agree.
It's a little bit of both right now. So, I would say, 19-11 it feels like that was it's a good record for them to get out of the gates with. They've bought themselves, I don't want to say a little bit of room, but they've
they have a little margin for error.
It's like, okay, like we haven't been great, but we also, the sky hasn't fallen on us, even though when who was that cat earlier said, I'm tired of listening to some of these podcasts. You're right, because everything's like Tatis is, he stinks, and Merrill isn't any good, and Manny's now, and this starting pitching isn't, and now the bullpen is starting to get leaky, and they're still 19-11. So
that's right.
Thank God for Ty France and Luis Camposano and Ramon Laureano.
Yeah, then a new permanent segment on either this show or Fire Territory is going to be the Padres Employee of the Week. We're going to make that thing stick, and we're going to go. Maybe we'll get them some gear, Darren. But okay, we went into the season. All right, saying that the strength of the team was going to be the Padres bullpen. They took a bit of a hit. Now here's a tweet from Neil. Before you started, I saw on the transaction wire that David Morgan was optioned to El Paso. Does this mean that Jeremiah Estrada is ready to save the bullpen from their current struggles? I'm going to say probably yes. Now, I missed Jeremiah Estrada in Lake Elsinore by 1 day, Darren. I was there on Saturday, and Estrada had an appearance on Friday. He was back in the Padres clubhouse yesterday. I spoke to him briefly. He did say that he's ready. He feels a lot better. Velocity's better, and whatever happens. But Estrada was back. Now, I don't think he was back in the clubhouse with the expectation that he was going to be activated necessarily on Friday, but I think that because the Padres do have their dinner on their Diamond Thing event tonight at Petco Park, so he was here for that. But it does sound as though Estrada is pretty close. So, given Morgan's recent struggles, Darren, it's a good thing for the Padres that Estrada is back. And apparently Yuki Matsui could be available I think maybe next week he could rejoin the Padres. Maybe after the Giants.
Wonderful.
I know.
Great. Only 5 more months. So 5 more months. And it's the thing about Tatis, like, oh man, 30 at bats. And you're like, yeah, usually you get about, or 30 games, if he's going to play 150, it's a little bit of time.
Yep.
So yes, good. I'm glad because I honestly was worried about Jeremiah Estrada when he came out.
I know, me too.
I was watching that game, the game where the final game that he pitched before he went on the injured list, and I thought I saw him wiggling his elbow around a little bit. Then some of the terminology that was used, I was like, yeah, this doesn't sound good. So hopefully this was just a bump in the road on a season, because I would tell you that's one of those ones where we've watched enough baseball in our lives where you think, oh man, I don't like the sound of this at all. So glad to see him back. And different guys are we still haven't seen the best of Adrian Morejon.
Nope.
Jason Adam, I thought, looked really shaky in that third game. I don't know. It just seemed like he couldn't control the ball the way we're used to seeing Jason Adam do it. So, even Mason Miller has allowed a hit and a walk here or there. So, maybe it was a good time for an off day. That's perfect. Great time for an off day, Darren. Great time for an off day. All right. Now, speaking of teams looking to get out of a slide, San Diego FC, they host LAFC, right? On Saturday, back at the Snap. Are we calling it the Snap? Yep. 6:30.
All right.
6:30 Snapdragon Stadium. I like it. I like a good early start time on a Saturday night. Lets me get out of there and get some dinner. LAFC is really good. They're off to a really good start. They are 6 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws. Interesting to me, Marty, and I think to others, is that LAFC, whose coach, do you have that clip that I sent you earlier today?
Yes. Give me 1 second.
Okay. I'll just set this up.
Okay.
So they're playing in this tournament. They're still alive in this tournament that SDFC played in called CONCACAF Champions Cup. As a matter of fact, they're playing the team that SDFC was eliminated by, Toluca. And I went up and watched this game on Wednesday. It was a very good game. LAFC won 2-1. They got a injury time goal in the 92nd minute. And I just let the cat out of the bag because I was going to ask you to play this clip from the LAFC head coach, and I was going to ask you, do you think this is the winning coach or is this the losing coach? Because he doesn't exactly sound like a guy whose team just won the game. But they play on Wednesday. They come down here on Saturday, and essentially what he does is he just starts ripping into the MLS schedule makers because he doesn't understand why LAFC has to play this game this weekend. And concessions should be made for LAFC. They shouldn't have to play this game. They shouldn't have to do it while they're competing in this tournament because they have to travel to Toluca next week. And why are we playing this game at the weekend? This is crazy. And he really kind of let loose on Major League Soccer's governing body and schedule makers, which was funny. I was in the room when this was happening.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't record this video. This is one I just pulled off Twitter, I think, from one of the LA Times writers. But this is a tournament. I was up there, and of course, everybody's asking me like, "Oh, what's going on with SDFC? You know, like this team's hit the skids, and they've lost 5 straight, and they haven't won in 7." And everybody who's been around this league sort of said the same thing. They're like, this tournament sometimes can just totally derail your season. And do you want to play in it? Yes, like you do want to play in it. But this is the frustration. Do you have the clip?
I do. Hang on 1 second. Here we
Play
go.
it for a quick second. So you can hear, this is the winning coach for LAFC.
Okay.
The winning coach last night. They just won. They beat one of the best teams in North America. And you wouldn't know it if you listened to this for 3 minutes.
Is a scandal. I don't understand why MLS didn't find who's the guy in the office that says, yeah, this is a good idea to have them play in San Diego. They don't want us in the final. Like MLS has 12 MLS teams. And I see it in South America when Palmeiras, Flamengo arrive quarterfinals, semifinal, they get help. They change a game, they put another in the schedule. PSG, many of their games in France has been moved. We're playing for 10 weeks, Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, and sometimes the Saturday at 1 p.m., 3 p.m. Guys, who is the genius in the meeting that says, I have a good idea? I want to meet that guy. Because at some point it's enough, like I've been keeping a lot inside, but Saturday we have to go to San Diego, and yeah, you have to go there, win, yeah. And then we have to go to Toluca, home against Houston, in St. Louis, in Nashville. Okay, and people think it's like a PlayStation that they run. Me, when I play PlayStation, my players run a lot all the time. They're never tired. But life is not like that. Sorry, guys, I needed you to ask. Great question.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't even the question. I was in the room. The question had nothing to do with the
What
schedule.
was the question? I was just wondering.
It was about something completely unrelated to this.
Was it
And
about SDFC? Was it about, hey, what do you think about facing SDFC on Saturday?
I don't
Let
think
me
so.
tell you about the
I mean,
schedule.
It might have been like what happened in the second half. And he had to just get this off his chest.
Yes, it was therapy.
And you're right. I mean, you would never know that was the winning coach, right? The way this guy is carrying on. Now, do I think he has a point? I do think he has a point. But like, we had to go through this. Like, we had to play against Toluca, and then we had to go to Dallas, and then we had to go to Toluca, and then we had to come back home and we had to play against RSL. And RSL ran around us a whole bunch of times. So, and we don't have a roster like that. We're still, season number 2, but still expansion. We don't have that kind of roster like LAFC does yet. Someday. So, and I think there is a point here, but a lot of the reaction has been like, hey, Mark Dos Santos, why don't you just rotate? Like, just have your backups play. And that's probably what they're going to do. So I don't know this for sure. I think if you want to go and you want to watch this game on Saturday and you want to go see Sun, the Korean superstar, I don't know that he's going to play. He played 90 plus minutes against Toluca last night. I don't know that he's going to play. They might be sitting him for next week's game against Toluca. They might be, because then they have to travel and they have to go play at 8,800 feet of elevation. And that's hard. That game, I'm telling you, I keep saying it. I just said it to Troy Hirsch. That game took a bite out of us this season. It did. Things were going great up into the Toluca matches. And there's a whole bunch of other things, short off season, et cetera. But we're not playing well. We're just, let's not deny the obvious here that this team has not performed well. But, I do think it's not as simple as they stink. And now you have this guy who's the head coach of LAFC. I don't know what they're going to put out there on the field. But I will tell you this, Marty. I mentioned that their record is 6 wins, 2 losses, and 2 draws. Their 2 MLS losses so far have been the MLS game, immediately following their last 2 CONCACAF Champions Cup matches. So
you're saying it's now or never. You're saying this is the right opponent, and Darren, I'm not sure what you do. I thought this
against Portland, Marty. No. I was wrong.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And I think I texted you a couple days ago. Yes. This is going to be a big weekend. First home run for Tatis. First win for SDFC. Now, if LAFC loses, will you be in the post game for their head coach just so you can hear him rant and rave more about
just so I go needle him a little bit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, this guy probably is going to get fined for that. I really don't know the way the league works in this regard, but I mean, I would think he's probably going to get fined for that. And he didn't stop there for the soccer fan. He also really went in on CONCACAF, the governing body of this tournament, talking about how crappy their replay system was. It was something else, man. It was an amazing performance. So I was glad that I was there to witness it. But, I do think that is something. And we've been on the other side of it. Now, I still think we have a couple of injuries that are worth paying attention to heading into the weekend. Captain Jeppe Tverskov was taken out of the game against Portland. Doesn't sound like to me, Marty, that he's going to play this weekend. Kind of a big deal. So somebody's going to have to step in and try to replace somebody who, in my opinion, is about as irreplaceable as it gets. So not sure exactly who that person's going to be, but yes, I do think this is an opportunity. I really do. I think it's an opportunity just because of this tournament. And it doesn't exactly sound, Marty, right? You don't need to be a soccer expert.
Right.
To know it doesn't exactly sound like this head coach is super enthusiastic about playing in San Diego.
Not at all. Maybe you're going to rest your key guys and get them ready for the next one.
They are 100% going to rest their key guys because that's what they've been doing after some of these games.
But you can't expect that. You can't count on that happening. No.
I know, and that's what I asked.
Ultimate trap game, Darren.
I did the pregame interview with him today, and I was like, how do you prepare for this? Do you just watch the game from Wednesday, or do you watch what it is that they did after they were playing against Cruz Azul? He's like, just got to focus on us. So anyway, I think it's San Diego versus Los Angeles. These things sell themselves. So, all right.
It'll be a lot of fun. That's awesome. Yeah, I wish I could be there.
Why can't you?
I'll tell you later. I have a project. I won't be at Petco Park either. I have a project on Saturday, or I would be there in a heartbeat. I need to go to a game. I'm dying to go to a game. Got to go soon.
Okay.
Got to go. How many? After this, only
5 before the World Cup.
5. Wow.
Five before the World Cup.
How many home
4
games?
of them are at home. 3 more at Snapdragon Stadium.
Perfect. I'll be there.
We'll get you there. We'll get you there in some capacity.
All right.
Everybody, Section 1904 podcast. You can find it on Apple. You can find it on Spotify. You can find it on Substack. I do little write-ups about these shows.
Mm-hmm.
We do have a Friar Territory coming up on Friday. I think we have a soccer podcast coming up with Eric Gomez, so be on the lookout for that.
Oh, good. Okay.
We've got plenty of things that we want to talk about. So I need a nap.
Good. Go get your nap. I have some fun stuff next week on this show.
Oh, so we have very fun stuff on this show.
Very fun stuff.
Do we want to tease any of this?
No, we don't. No. Okay. Shh. You know how I am. Don't ever jinx it. We have multiple fun things coming on this show, including someone that used to aggravate Padres fans.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that's my person, and your person also aggravated Padres fans. So we're here to go ahead and just.
Oh, I thought you were talking about my person.
No, I'm talking about my person. By the way, can I say something?
I don't know who your person is.
I'll text it to you in a second. I'm looking when the Dodgers. Is Dalton Rushing going to be the most hated guy in baseball?
He is on Twitter.
He's a real. He's something else, man. Wow.
Yeah, I never. All I know about him is what I see on Twitter.
About what he says?
Yeah, he referred to one of the Cubs players as
Right.
a fat F.
Their catcher. You got the
Yeah.
side
I know
eye
we
from
can
the
curse on this
corner.
thing, but I suspect that August is hovering around somewhere. So
I have my headphones on, so you could do it, but he did do that. He got the side eye. He was calling out the Rockies, accusing them of stealing signs. This guy just seems like he's gonna be a fan favorite for Padres fans. I'll tell you that much.
I wonder if our
inevitable.
colleague at Foul Territory, AJ Przinsky, is a fan of this catcher, because this was AJ's reputation too back in the day, wasn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Right, sort of that antagonist,
Yeah,
that irritant, that guy who other players wanted to punch in the face, and eventually Michael Barrett did it.
Yep. Gosh,
right.
I thought
Just
Michael
always
Barrett was
an instigator. That's what it feels like this guy is.
Yeah. No.
Again,
okay.
I've never seen him play other than seeing clips on social media.
All right, here's some guesses. Is it Keith Law? No, it's not Keith Law. Is it Hosmer? No. Buster Only? No. Although I do want to get, but I love Buster, and Buster has a great podcast that he does.
That's a good one. Who are these people?
Is it Ken Rosenthal? It's not Ken Rosenthal. Ken Rosenthal does Fair Territory on the Foul Territory Network. Has to be. It's definitely not Hosmer. I think Hosmer is now doing TV for the Kansas City Royals. White Queso aggravated Padre fans too. Speaking of White Queso, I saw him at Lake Elsinore sitting in the stands scouting Lucas Giolito when I was there too. Or maybe Will Myers was there to go ahead and watch some other Padre players. All right.
Oh my goodness. Is this a real score in this Knicks game?
What?
The Knicks are up 60-19.
And you're still nervous, aren't you?
It would be like the most epic loss of all time. Is that right? 41 points in the second quarter? Oh my God.
What are you doing on this show? Go watch your Knicks.
I don't
watch
watch
your Knicks.
The game 2 really bothered me. I don't.
All right.
But this is a good way to win me back. I must admit, I'm kind of curious to see what's going on in this game. What's the matter with the Hawks? Did they all die?
All righty. Well, all right. Darren, you want to go ahead and take us out of here?
Yes. Again, just a call for our friends at Hamul Casino Resort. Let's get that spa going.
Let's go, baby.
I need it.
Right.
I need it bad. I got some muscle fatigue, and I could use a little under eye hydration.
Very nice.
So
all right.
do appreciate it. Thank you very much. You can find Marty Time TV on YouTube. You can find this in podcast form wherever you find your podcasts, Apple, Spotify specifically.
Yep.
Marty's been putting up the QR code there for Substack, so we appreciate it. Be on the lookout. New Friar Territory.
Right there.
And new joint venture between these two shows coming up tomorrow. And I guess that's a wrap. So
that's a wrap.
Talk to everybody on Friday. Thanks and good night now.
Are you excited to get out there in the new Day of the Dead City Connects for the Padres tonight?
Yeah, I think they're really nice.
Is there a specific detail of them that you do? Like, we have to ask for the broadcast. So
Yeah, that's fine. I don't know. I think this chick's kind of cool. Yeah, the candles and everything. I think it's nice.